Hi, this is Shelley Crafter coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the LD Micro Main Event 2013 at the Lux Hotel in Bel Air, California. I have with me Frank Oakes, Stellar Biotechnology. I'm going to give you two symbols. It's a publicly traded company, SBOTF, and the second symbol is KLH on the TSX Venture Exchange. Frank, how are you today? Welcome to SNNLive.
I'm great, Shelley. Thank you very much for having me. It's a real pleasure.
It's good to have you. Let's get the story of Stellar for our audience if they haven't heard it yet.
Well, Stellar, I think, is a great story. It's a company that's uniquely positioned with a strong value proposition, a unique protein, essential in a new field, immunotherapy, fastest growing field in the biotech sector.
So tell me, what's the origin of the science behind the company?
Well, the science behind the company is twofold. It's a immunogenic protein. High molecular weight molecule induces a great immune response, but uniquely comes only from a live marine animal that lives along the California coastline. We've developed technology both to grow the animal, extract and purify the protein without killing the animal, so it puts Stellar in a position with a strong supply proposition to support multiple vaccines that use this protein as they come to commercialization.
Now, you've been with the company for a while. What's your background?
I'm a marine scientist. I founded the company back in 1999 when we realized that the National Institutes of Health were funding hundreds of vaccines and hundreds of millions of dollars to develop vaccines that use this protein, and there was no reliable source. So we founded a company around that technology.
I don't want to ask a stupid question, but I think I have to. How in the world did you find this?
Well, actually, it was discovered years and years ago, 40 years ago, by scientists that were studying immune response. So we can't take credit for discovering the molecule, but we can take credit for bringing the source of the molecule, a live animal that's scarce and lives only in one small area of the Pacific coastline, bringing that animal under control and under cultivation so the protein can be produced reliably and sustainably without damaging the environment.
So what are the forthcoming developments of both diagnostic, treatment, and cure, if I may ask?
Excellent question, Shelley. Thank you. The protein is used routinely to diagnose immune response, to evaluate immune competence. It's used in people to discover whether or not drugs affect the immune system, and it can also be used to deliver antigens to target cancer cells, inflammatory molecules that cause arthritis, lupus, Crohn's disease. So the avenue of therapeutic vaccines or active immune therapies rapidly growing, and KLH is an essential molecule in that field. So the economic horizon for this product is immense.
Well, it's also good for humankind for many years to come. What do you compare it to in terms of like developments and discoveries over the course of scientific history in the medical and pharmaceutical industry?
The discoveries are significant. The discoveries have to do with training the immune system to target disease that otherwise the immune system is blind to. For example, cancers. Your immune system doesn't see a cancer cell, but if it can be trained to see a cancer cell and kill that cancer cell, you're killing the cancer cell with your own immune system, and that's where KLH is an attractive functional molecule because it is what induces that immune response to target disease.
What do you see in 2014 and 15 and beyond?
Exciting years, Shelley. We see a number of vaccines that have been in clinical trials for years that are approaching their endpoints. We should see great therapeutic effects and should see launch of commercial vaccines, Europe, Asia, and potentially in the U.S. over the next 2 to 3 years.
And where are you in terms of the FDA?
We support all of our customers with FDA filings, drug master files that can be referenced. We don't actually have the clinical trials. We rely on other companies that are developing vaccines to go to the FDA for their INDs and to do the heavy lifting, if you will, to make the heavy investment in the clinical trial phase. We are positioned to be a key supplier for an essential ingredient. So that's where Stellar's positioned nicely with multiple vaccines in the clinic.
So Frank, for more information, let's give out the website for Stellar.
The Stellar website is stellarbiotech.com. STELLARBIOTECH.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, stellarbiotech.com. I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNNLive. This is Frank Oakes, Stellar Biotechnology, a publicly traded company. I'm going to give you a couple of symbols. SBOTF is the first one in the U.S., and KLH on the TSX Venture. We're at the LD Micro main event 2013 at the Lux Hotel in Bel Air, California. Frank, thanks for coming on to SNNLive.
Shelley, thank you for having me.
Quite welcome.